Painter is a virtual reality experience designed in Unity 3D and using the Oculus headset, which allows participants to explore a very special gallery. In this particular gallery, you can jump into the paintings to explore their world in a 3D space. Each painting you enter is also described by its elusive artist, and the more pieces you enter, the more of his mysterious story you will uncover.
The hill was my favorite part of the island. The trees formed a natural hideout. I would climb up and sit there for hours, watching everybody go about their day.
Our story follows the painter's life. He grew up on a special island in the middle of the ocean, and this became the focus of his artwork. However, because of rising sea levels, his fishing village was eventually destroyed by the ocean, forcing him and everyone he had ever known to abandon their homes and leave forever. Our project explores several themes, including the feeling of loss of home and helplessness, as well as the strength and beauty of nature and the impermanence of human creations. Our ultimate goal for this project was to make participants feel a strong connection to our protagonist, the painter, and create a sense of empathy for his struggle. To achieve this, we designed an audio narration which was read by the painter and played in part in every scene of our project. Through the painter's emotional monologue, our participants felt a strong connection to our protagonist, which helped create the sense of empathy we were striving for. For this project, we focused on sensory and imagination immersion frameworks. Immersion here meaning a sense of really being there. Sensory immersion is a method by which participants feel deeply involved in a story because their senses are being affected in a way that makes the participants feel very connected to the story world. In the case of our project, we targeted 3 senses: sight, hearing, and smell. We used the Oculus virtual reality headset to allow participants to see our world. We used headphones to play sound effects, audio clips, and other noises to allow them to hear our world. And finally, we used an island scent diffuser to make our project space smell like the world depicted in our visuals. We also used imagination immersion. With this technique, participants are encouraged to use their imagination to explore different aspects of the story, and while they do this, they become more engaged with it. For our project, we never show our protagonist, the painter, and some aspects described in his monologues are also not shown in our visuals. This gives participants a chance to engage with our material through their imagination, by filling in the gaps with their own ideas and their own visions. With our project, we wanted to go beyond the concept of a traditional art gallery. We wanted to find a novel and creative way to explore how we currently experience traditional forms of art. When participants first put on the Oculus headset, they arrive in our virtual art gallery. Here, they can select which painting to jump into by facing the painting directly.
Half of our lives were spent on the waters. We were a village of fishermen. Our island was small but beautiful, and we were happy there.
In our gallery scene and our 4 painting scenes, users can turn their heads and spin their bodies to see all around them in the virtual world. This technique allows for smooth motion and easy interactions with elements in this world. For our physical setup, we decided to mimic our virtual gallery. To do this, we created a small real-world gallery using white sheets to make the walls and a ceiling. We attached 4 blank canvases to the wall to mimic the paintings in our virtual world. Our team dressed up as art gallery staff and even made our own staff name tags to complete our look.
I was listening to the story. I was looking at everything around me, and I felt like I was in the in the painting.
I like the combination of art and 3D environment, and I liked the way we had 2 levels in the simulation. One being inside the art gallery itself, diving into the pictures, and the other one actually having that emotional story about, okay, rising sea level and we will lose our islands. So I like that one. I could follow the artist's emotions very well in the sense that I could understand why he loves his island and why he is this kind of depressed in the end, losing his island and still preserving his memories. So was nice to follow that kind of emotional chain along the story.
In summary, our project effectively made participants feel empathy for our protagonist, and was successful in creating a deep feeling of immersion.